morning, Sandra. Good morning, Merle. Happy Monday. My phone wants to do whatever it wants. It's Monday and I still have a headache. I go to the neurologist tomorrow and I am so eager to go to him because there's so many things that are happening with like my migraine medication that it is driving me bonkers. But I get to see him tomorrow and I'm really grateful that I do. I see him at noon and I'm excited because I have always had like sensitivity with the barometric pressure changes in the world because I have chronic sinusitis and some people get it when they have it, they get the pressure and it exacerbates like a migraine to like the 10th power. And I know this is what it is. It's just this is the first time in a very long time that I haven't been able to handle it. Normally I just deal with the pain and I can keep pushing, but I can't with this one. I think it's the fact that maybe there's two hurricanes going back to back, so the pressure in the atmosphere is all kind of wonky. But I do want to say that I am saying prayers, positive thoughts, whatever you need, to the people that are getting affected by the hurricane. Watching some of the videos of people's houses washing away is the most heart-wrenching thing I've ever seen. I have a couple of friends in Florida that have been without power or water for 4 days now, marking 4 days today. And there's just people that I know that got hit hard in North Carolina, and just it's just heart wrenching. And I know it. I know hurricanes come, and they always come towards like a lot towards the end of summer and the beginning of fall because the weather's changing, and that in climate change right now is just abysmal. So I just want to say like to like the people that watch me that are in like the panhandle states or the places that are getting affected by the hurricane. I feel for you. I'm watching. I'm not trying to pretend that not watch and pretend that it doesn't exist. I feel like that we do that a lot in the society. When we don't want to watch something because it makes us uncomfortable, it's easier to pretend things are out of sight, out of mind. And that is not necessarily good. I think when we watch clips of things happening because the environment, whether it's like on a local channel, news channel, or a TikTok or whatever, that show gets numbers, that post gets traction, and getting traction means it'll be in other people's algorithms, meaning it might be to someone that might be a wealthy benefactor that could help to the cause and didn't know that it was going on. These posts need to get traction more than like scandalous like post about a celebrity, because the more we like it, even though it's uncomfortable, the more that we like it, comment on these posts, the more traction it gets, and the more traction it gets means that there might be more opportunities for people to help people. So I know it makes it a lot of people uncomfortable. I can tell you numerous friends that are like, I don't watch the news because all it is negative stuff. And they're very much right. The news does report on a lot more negative stuff than positive. But even having the news on in the background, one, keeps you educated on what's going on in the world today. Two, if it's making you uncomfortable, there's a reason. Because nobody wants to see any, nobody that is not like a sociopath or a psychopath wants to see somebody hurt or by conditions that are not their fault. So, if you're not able to contribute financially, which I completely understand because our economy is not the best at this moment, the economy tends to pit off always during election year. Um, watch watch the TikToks, watch people's posts and Facebook, and like, comment, share, because it might be able to get traction to get assistance from someone that can provide that assistance that didn't know these certain people were suffering or going through. That is my soapbox for Monday. I am drinking some Colombian black coffee out of my prescription mug, and it's important to have this mug. It tells people to stay away until I'm done with it. It's just been a rough weekend. it's just been a rough weekend. So today I plan on going on Patreon, and I have 3 tiers of Patreon. I have the bobbins, the seam rippers, and the thimbles. The bobbins are my top there, and they get something a little bit extra each month. I'm gonna go give them some tips and tricks of like some of the tools and everything that I like to use when I'm doing edge painting, and some things that I have learned recently. I love edge painting because I feel like it's a constant work in progress. It never like a standstill. Like right when I think I have a way to do everything, something else comes to mind and I get to learn new stuff. So I'm going to give some information to them that might be beneficial for them for this upcoming season, because this is craft show season. That from now till the end of the year, there's tons of people that do farmers market, craft shows, hometown Christmas exhibits. This is the season where you can make a lot of little things and make some extra cash for the holiday season, or just to have in your pocket just in case of emergency. So I try to give things that are helpful, because edge painting is really helpful. Like if you're going to have like card holders or wallets, having edge painting on them can give it the extra oomph to make it look even more handcrafted, not handmade. And give it that more artesian feel to it, where people might want to buy more, one or multiple for different businesses. During this time of the year, this is when I usually get hired by some kind of realtor to make a whole bunch of dot kits or pouches or card slots or whatever. And having little things like edge painting can make your price point a little bit higher, to make it seem super professional, so that when people are oohing and ahhing, they may come to you as a referral from another client. And that's what you're trying to gauge if you're self-employed, is not only having clients, but having a consistent client base, and having people get referred to you by word of mouth, about your products. The best feeling I get in the world is when someone comes up to me and was like, "Oh, so and so from this thing said that you made her the best bag, so I'm coming to you because I want like a Rocky Horror bag, and I want it made by you." And it's just like the best feeling in the world. So this is the season where you can start building up kind of like an audience, especially if you don't have Etsy or anything right now. You can build up an audience and then talk to them, and then start putting little things on Etsy and sending out newsletters and things like that, and building up an audience, a clientele list, and get referrals. Offer people like a 10% discount if they get a referral to someone. Do things like that, and you can start your self-made business or a side hustle, whatever your heart wants. But edge painting is something that I highly recommend if you have raw exposed edges, or if you're doing like credit card slots or whatever, because it just makes it, the chef's kiss. um, so yeah, that's what I'm doing today on Patreon. And then I am spruce cleaning up. I'm going to have an electrician in my room tomorrow. So I need to create some kind of pathway from my room to the box. Because my husband is going to be tearing down the wall that is like this. We have a back storage thing that is about 2 feet, and we don't put anything in there because of my room, and it's hard for me to move around. So my husband is going to be tearing down that wall and put custom shelves in there. That's what his plan is for October, at the end of October, to put custom shelves in there. And it will also give me 2 more feet in the room, which like 2 feet wide and in about 10 feet long. So I'm freaking, it's, that's a lot of room for a crafter. So I'm going to have a lot of extra room, so I can refunction the room the way I want. And I'm going to be super happy about it. And I'm excited about this. So we have a person coming in tomorrow. I need to create a path. My room still looks like it is World War One. I have like bags, sewing threads, so much stuff all on 2 sewing machines. It's not even funny. It's not a cool thing to have. I am the worst organizer. As soon as I get organized, I mess up. The only thing that I have never messed up on is my fabric folding. These silly little things, the mini bolts, save my butt. So like every time I get fabric that's cotton, I put them on a mini bolt, and then I put put it into a bookshelf, and it's just so much easier for me to get whatever fabric I want because it's like flipping through files. This is the only thing I haven't messed up on, but my system for vinyl, leather, cork, waterproof canvas, and stuff like that, it sucks. It totally sucks. My husband does this cool rolling method. He'll come in and like once every 2 weeks and roll all vinyls that are just flopped around my room. But the problem is that he sometimes rolls like you know how we get the 18-inch wide or the 12-inch wide. He'll roll two of them on a roller, so I never see the bottom one, and I know that they're there, and I don't want to utilizing this fabric because I never see it. So we're trying to create a different roller system. It's not as simple as putting roller stuff behind a door because I have more vinyl than most people. I have a lot of vinyl, I have a lot of leather. I'm really low on cork. I need to restock on cork. I need to look at So Many Creations and So Sweetness. Those are usually the two places I get my cork, because I know both places get their cork from Portugal, and that is very important to me. And I have one other person that gets it directly from Spain, and that's where they harvest it. So they harvest it in Portugal and Spain, and somewhere in Italy. So just, I have certain people I buy cork from, and the other cork I just don't touch, especially if people are vague about where they got their cork from. So that's what my goal is. So I'm going to clear out a space and then do some just like housekeeping and rest my head, because it is not the business. And then I'm still drafting up the badges for this month. I haven't sent them out yet. I've been dabbling with the laser, and there's just every time I print one out, there's something about it that doesn't feel right for my Patreon peeps. So I think I found the perfect like symbol for what I was trying to get across for the month of September for the badges. And so I'm going to probably do those tomorrow, but I'm getting really excited. I had Sandra from Sewing Room Gardener help me out for the October one. The October badge is really dope, and it was not created by me. It was created by Sandra. She because she knows me and knows kind of like how I like Halloween, and I have Novaween, and I like spooky season. She created a really cool badge for my Patreon peeps that I'm going to have for October. I have one that I know I'm going to do for December, and I'm working on November. It's just so crazy because in the month of December, Patreon and I are going to be remodifying Fierce Kitten's Mighty Messenger, and I have like the coolest modifications for it. So we're going to remodify it and take all the 12 badges that we have. Some are DTF, some are HTV, some are cork, some are leather, some are pleather, leatherettes. There's some tags in there. We're going to put all these badges on this bag so it could be our Camp Novi bag, and I am excited. I have an idea for what the theme is going to be for 2025. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but I think I'll tell Patreon probably like Black Friday or something. I just want to confirm what my thoughts are on it, but I'm really excited to have a theme. I like theme parties. I like themes. So this is like right up my alley, but I'm really sad to see Camp Novi go. Maybe she will return at another year, but it's been really fun getting these badges out and creating something for my team. And that's all I have to say today. I know it's a very short blog, and I didn't vlog, and I didn't come on yesterday, but yesterday I was barely able to lift my head above my pillow. Today it's a little bit better. So I'm going to drink my coffee, start cleaning, and then rest. But I hope everyone has an awesome day, and I will be talking to you real soon, okay? Have a whimsical day. Bye. Stay whimsical.